Why budgies steal our hearts, you ask? They're tiny, colorful, and full of love. Budgies may only weigh a few grams, but somehow, they carry an entire world of joy into our lives. When you look at a budgie, with its bright feathers and curious eyes, you don't just see a little bird. You see a spark of life, a reminder that even the smallest creatures can fill a home with happiness. Budgies aren't just birds in cages. They're companions, family members, healers, and teachers. And once you've shared your life with one, you'll never see the world in the same way again. Today, I want to take you on a journey through the heart of what makes budgies so special and why they leave such a lasting mark on those who love them. First, we'll explore the comfort and happiness they bring into our homes. Then, we'll see how they connect with each other in bonds that mirror our own friendships and relationships. Finally, we'll uncover why these little souls, with wings that beat so quickly, somehow manage to slow down time for us, teaching us about love, patience, and joy in ways we'll never forget. If you love budgies as much as we do, please subscribe. Every new person who joins our flock helps spread the message of kindness and care for these incredible little beings. Let's begin with the comfort they bring. Budgies may be small, but their presence is soothing in a way that words struggle to describe. The soft chirps in the morning, the gentle flutter of wings, the way they hop across a perch with endless curiosity. It all creates a kind of calmness that fills a room. Some people keep budgies for companionship, others for the joy of hearing them sing. But almost everyone who has one will tell you this. Life feels lighter with a budgie in it. You might wake up to the sound of gentle chatter as they greet the day. You might watch them tilt their head and look at you as though they're listening to every word. These little moments matter. They remind us to pause, to breathe, and to find joy in the simple things. In a world full of noise and stress, a budgie's song is a gentle reminder that happiness doesn't have to be complicated. Now let's talk about their bonds with each other. Budgies are flock animals. They're not meant to live in isolation, because at their core, they're social creatures. Watching two budgies interact is like watching a friendship or even a love story play out in miniature. When one budgie preens another, it's not just grooming. It's a message: I trust you. I care about you. You're my flock. You'll see them sitting side by side, leaning against each other, their feathers touching. You'll hear them call out when one flies across the room, just to make sure they're safe. You'll notice the way they share food, sometimes passing seeds, back and forth as if it were the most natural thing in the world. In their small gestures, they show us loyalty, companionship, and care. They remind us of how important it is to look after the ones we love. But the bond doesn't stop at budgie to budgie. There's something even more special when a budgie bonds with a human. Think about the first time a budgie landed on your hand. That tiny weight, so delicate, yet so meaningful. Think about the first time they climbed up your sleeve or perched on your shoulder, looking at the world with you. These moments aren't accidents, they're choices. A budgie chooses to trust you, to accept you into their world. And that trust is one of the most precious gifts you can receive. They learn our voices. They mimic our laughter. Some even learn our words. They become part of our routines, waiting for us in the morning, chirping when we walk into the room, tilting their heads as if they understand far more than we realize. Their trust is fragile, but once it's built, it's unshakable. And that connection, silent yet profound, shows us that love doesn't always need words. Sometimes, it's felt in the quiet companionship of a tiny bird who chooses to call you family. I'd love to hear from you. What's the moment that made you fall in love with your budgie? Was it the way they sang for you, the way they looked into your eyes, or the way they playfully tugged at your hair or jewelry? Share your story in the comments below. Together, we can create a space filled with stories of love, joy, and connection. Every budgie deserves care, patience, and the freedom to be themselves. And if you're watching this, then you're already part of that bigger family, a flock made not of feathers, but of love and understanding. For many people, budgies are more than pets. They're healers. Imagine coming home after a difficult day, the weight of stress on your shoulders, the silence of an empty room. But then, you hear it, the soft call of your budgie. You see them flutter over to greet you, their tiny feet gripping your hand, their eyes bright with curiosity. Suddenly, the day feels lighter. Their song lifts the sadness. Their presence fills the loneliness. There are countless stories of people who found comfort and hope in the company of a budgie. For someone struggling with grief, anxiety, or loneliness, the gentle companionship of a budgie can be life-changing. They don't judge. They don't demand. They simply exist with you, reminding you that life can still be beautiful, even in small moments. Budgies also teach us lessons we often forget in the rush of everyday life. They show us how to be curious. They'll explore every corner of their cage, every toy, every shadow, every reflection. They remind us that the world is full of things to discover, if only we look. They teach patience. When you're taming a budgie, you learn quickly that trust can't be rushed. It's built slowly, one gentle interaction at a time. And when that trust finally blooms, the joy is immeasurable. They also teach us gratitude. The first time a budgie takes food from your hand, or the first time they choose to sit on your finger without fear, it fills you with appreciation. It reminds you that progress, no matter how small, is worth celebrating. And above all, they teach us joy. Budgies don't need grand gestures to be happy. Give them a mirror, a swing, or even a piece of paper to shred, and they'll turn it into an adventure. They show us that happiness isn't in big achievements. It's in play, in laughter, in the small, fleeting moments of life. A budgie isn't just a bird in a cage. They're family. They depend on us for food, for safety, for love. And in return, they give us trust, companionship, and joy. They fill our homes with laughter, with cheerful sounds, with movement and life. For many people, budgies are the heart of the home, the bright spot in the day, the little souls that make everything feel warmer. And when you've lived long enough with a budgie, you realize something beautiful. They're not just part of your life, you're part of theirs. They see you as flock. They look to you for comfort, for protection, for companionship. To them, you're not just a human, you're family. That realization is humbling, and it makes the bond all the more precious. Even though their lives are shorter than ours, the love they give lasts a lifetime. Long after they're gone, you'll still hear their songs in your memory. You'll still remember the way they tilted their head, the way their feathers shone in the sunlight, the way they filled your home with laughter. Their presence may be small, but their impact is immeasurable. Budgies leave us better than they found us. They leave us with love, with lessons, with memories that never fade. If this touched your heart, I invite you to watch my other videos for more wholesome budgie moments. And thank you for giving these little souls the care and love they deserve. To them, you are their whole world. And in so many ways, they become ours too.